Hey everyone, my name is James and welcome back to ChippysCouch. So in today's episode of Thorium, we've got quite a lot to do. Now, Thorium is probably the best series title I've ever had in my life. Thank you to all of you who have commented that in the past, I love it. But in today's episode, I've got some big goals, and the first one is getting ourselves a set of wings, because right now, we have the big jump, but the big jump is not going to be taking down bosses anytime soon. Not in hard mode at least. And you may recall in the last episode, we managed to get a hold of a pretty early... Wait, this is actually what I needed. Amazing. But we managed to get a hold of an icy feather from a boss. Now, usually, I can't get those because I can't kill ice giants. But if you can get it from a boss, I mean, sure, I'll take it. I appreciate it. And we even got a new throwing weapon from that boss that I didn't even recognize was a throwing weapon. So sorry about that. We'll take a look at that in a minute. I didn't expect a wyvern to pop up right during the intro. But thank you very much. How many we got? We have 10. Okay, so I need to do another one. So yeah, after we get ourselves a set of wings, my next goal is to take down a boss. Now, the next boss is Coznix, and this is a hell boss. And it's actually one of my favorite bosses in Thorium because it has this really cool animation with lava. If you haven't seen it before, like, I can't wait for you to see it. So what did we just get then? A cloudy chew toy summons a juvenile wyvern pup. That is bad. That is a cursed image right there. Sure, I'll have it, but I'd rather go back to Hedwig, to be completely honest with you. Oh yeah, so this was the throwing weapon. Cool. Cool. I'm alright with it. I mean, it's fine. I'll have to actually hit something. Does it have a special ability? Causes an icy burst upon hitting an enemy or tile. Attacks may significantly hinder the enemy's movement. And then, obviously, it causes exhaustion. Oh, I like that. That's actually a lot better. I also got some curse stuffing. Thank you. The Turco rematch is fast approaching. So I'm sure a lot of you today have got that Friday feeling. I've noticed that a lot of you are back at school and back at college now. There's been a slight dip in viewership, but I totally understand it. Like, I've lived the student lifestyle before. I know that you can't sit on YouTube every day. I completely get it. So if you ever miss an episode, don't feel bad. Usually with my series, you can just jump in wherever, you know, hear a little tale, watch some gameplay. So don't feel committed to me. You know, you do whatever you've got to do, all right? Wherever you need to procrastinate, you do it wherever, okay? But I would like to say a huge thank you because even though there's been a slight dip, the like ratings have still been amazing and early viewership has been amazing, which is two factors that really help a channel out. So thank you all very much. And for that, I'm going to farm a bunch of wyverns. Well, I only need to farm one more. Oh, there you go! Speak of the devil, and he shall fly by. Okay, let's see how many we get from this dude. God, I love this ricochet item. Oh, God. That was probably not the best. This is like beating the Eater of Worlds with a shuriken. This is what it feels like. Okay, I never like killing them too high because I don't like them to despawn. Right, what did we get? It's got to be more than 10 anyway, hasn't it? I feel like 10 to 20 is the min to max. Alright, let's make a set of wings then, my boy. So we've got the frozen wings, which I love. Like, they're one of my favorite early hard mode wings by far. And we need to replace something down here. Now, I'm loving these titanium shuriken right now. So I don't feel like I need this canteen. We're going to be upgrading this soon once we do some stuff in the aquatic depths, which is going to be pretty interesting. So after I said that, I decided it was probably best to Google when to go to the aquatic depths. And apparently, the items that I need for the canteen drop from hard mode enemies. It doesn't say when. So I'm assuming that means now, which is really cool. So I'm actually going to go there now before I do the boss, just to see what the kind of upgrades will be. Because I'm not fully sure. Like, I know that I can upgrade the canteen, but I presume there are probably other things you can make with some of the crafting stuff. Now, I have to remind myself. Right, it is over here. Yeah, let's go there. Let's go check that out. I don't feel like I've ever been at the start of hard mode before. Usually, I leave it a little bit. I never know with extra biomes when to dip in and when to dip out, which is an appropriate phrase considering, you know, it's underwater. But that is true, like, I never know, so I'm kind of pumped for this. I forgot to bring shine potions, so mobile viewers, this is now the point where you crank up the brightness on your device. Unless you're, like, laid in bed, then just leave it nice and dim, because that's probably bright enough. I have that problem every night now. Like, I go to bed, I've not been on my phone in a couple of hours, because, you know, I don't use my phone that much anymore. And I, like, go to, like, turn it on. I'm like, right, let's have a cheeky read of the news before I go to bed. And then you're like blinded. by how bright the phone is because it hasn't thought to adjust, you know, because it's late. Oh, it's the worst. It's like somebody shining a light in your eyes, as bright as can be. Okay, so I don't know what enemies drop what, so this is going to be a bit of a guessing game. I mean, if I don't seem to get anything, which I think is relevant, I'll give it a miss pretty quick. Like, I won't sit and do this for hours. You know what? It probably is best to just look it up. So, canteen, it turns into the mermaid's canteen. So we need abyssal chintin, and it can drop from any of these bad boys. Okay, I'm thinking that this squid right here is probably going to give me something. Yeah, it is, because it was like dealing out a lot more damage and it had a lot more health. So I think that the enemies that you have to kill to get these new crafting stuff are just rarer. Hey, I found a blobfish. Look at these boys. Look at these. They look amazing. Weird fish really freak me out. There's a really, really strange fish. I'm like, what's going on? Okay, how many we got? So we've got 8. All right, we only need 12. Okay, and with that fish dead, I now have 12, so I can head back home. So I presume you probably make this at a Tinkerer's Station. That's just a guess, though, maybe? Yeah, you do. All right, so Mermaid Canteen. Non-consumable throwing weapons will take 60% longer to exhaust you. Non-consumable weapons deal 15% more damage the less exhausted you are. Ooh, okay. That's kind of spicy. So we've got one that is, well, I don't know. This one's great just in general, but that's just great as well. Like, I'm wondering what I could take away. I almost feel like the ring would probably be what you take away here. I mean, if you wanted the extra jump height, you would obviously keep this, just like I am now. But a really good accessory either way. So that was well worth doing. Like, yeah, pretty good. Okay, so there is something that I wanted to take a look at. Now, I didn't actually note on this in the last episode when I should have done, but there are a bunch of combination flasks, right? And we use the gas canisters. Well, what you're meant to do is you're meant to essentially pair them up. So you throw down the gas, like so, and then you throw the other ones to explode the gas. Now, I did know this because I've done that in a previous series. So yeah, my bad there. But I think with that, we're actually ready to do a boss fight. Let me clean up my inventory and stuff, but we're pretty much there. I realized I started going to hell, didn't even have the boss summoning item. So this is what we need to get. We need to get a void lens. And these are super simple. I completely forgot about this. Happy home token. Home token. I don't know what this is a part of. I feel like I've accidentally enabled the wildlife mod. I'm pretty sure I have. So this might be wildlife or it might be thorium. Either way, it made for some pretty interesting empty houses in one series. I can't remember which one. It was a while ago. I also remembered that I need to buy some water walking potions because we will be standing on top of lava. So where are those? There we go. Okay, great. Amazing. This is all we need. We can actually go and do it. Yeah, I was like flying down to hell, all confident. Like, yeah, man. I'm going to smash a boss out. Clearly not, James. Clearly not. If you can't even remember to bring the stuff, probably not going to go so well. I'm excited for this boss fight, though. This is like something I've been genuinely pumped for. I wonder if it'll be different. Like, every time I do a modded boss, it seems to be different because I always wait a couple of months, you know. I play a mod, I move on to something else, I play a different mod, you know what I mean? Come back. Maybe in the future we can have multiple mod series running at the same time instead of one, then another, then another, then another. I don't know. What would you guys think about that? I think it'd be cool. I think it'd be cool. I don't know. Right. Okay. Buff up. Make sure you get one of these bad boys. And I think I'm just gonna get into this. I may as well. I mean, this is the arena I've got. It's the best I can do. It's not amazingly high, but that being said, it's still like a clear platform. Let's begin. Okay, Coznix. Ooh. Starting off big, are we, Coznix, with a little laser beam? Okay, so damage output, I would say, is pretty good so far. I feel like I've forgotten a movement. Oh, no, I've got movement. Okay. I was going to say, my speed is pretty low. I'm just waiting for the really good attack. Let me use a bit of this, since I've not really used it that much. Oh, it's actually pretty good. Oh, I like it. Yeah, pretty cool. I mean, I could probably replace this with this right now because I don't need that extra jump height as it currently stands. I feel like we're running a lot of the attacks, and I kind of like it. I wonder if I've made an arena that's too big for this. We will soon see. Let's see if I can freeze this boss. Okay, I can't. Yeah, I didn't assume I would be able to. That would be a little bit bad. It'd feel pretty bad if I could freeze it at one spot. Ooh, okay, Coznix, I'm ready. I'm ready. God, it's getting crazy now. I haven't seen the attack I like, and I'm beginning to think that I'm actually beginning to think it's a different boss. Is that bad? Oh, there you go. There's the attack I like. That's the lava trail. Okay. Right, my exhaustion has run down a lot, so I can use this again. Oh god, I'm going to have to turn back on it. Oh, no, 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 no. You're not getting me like that, Coznix. I like these attacks, though. God, we're doing really well. Like, I'm really proud of us. Okay, so I have to swap because I'm just about to run out of exhaustion. So I don't know if this has the second phase or we're, like, great right now. And there we go. Coznix, the Fallen Beholder, has been defeated. Your world has been enchanted with an abundance of Palladium. So I don't even know what Palladium is. Palladium? Never heard of them. Okay, cool. Well, that went great. I remember in, like, the past series, it didn't go so well because I never prepared. But I know what it is now. I know what it is. So I really enjoyed that. I had fun with that. I'll take a smash hit. Aww. I ruined the reveal because I clicked on the NPC. What did I get? So I got a Thermogenic Impaler. Cool. Swordy boy. I got a Godly Demon Fire Blast Wand. Cool. I also got a Furious Beholder Staff. Now, I imagine this has a few summons. Yeah. Occupies 2 minion slots and will grant you sight of nearby enemies. And we also got the Eye of the Beholder. While equipped, the eye will give vision of the cursor's current position. So... Ooh. What does this mean? I don't know. Is it just an accessory so that you can look at where your cursor is a little bit better? Almost like back in the day when COD Tryhard would put like a sticker on the telly for the reticle. Is it a bit like that? I feel like it is. While equipped, the eye will give vision of your cursor's current position. Okay, so if I was to no, you actually have to use it. That seems like one of those things that are very niche, but I'm sure a lot of people enjoy. But not very, like, I don't know if it was worthy of killing Coznix for that. I don't know. So there you go, it's done. So we're actually going to do the mechanical bosses now. Do you know what? It's so funny, but I had them so far in the back of my mind because I was so obsessed with what modded stuff's been happening. I almost feel like the Destroyer would be a really good first fight. So I might do that. I might do the Destroyer. Let's have a little look, though. I've got some Souls of... Well, yeah, I've got Souls of Night. Do I have any pieces of flesh? Turns out it's not rotten flesh that we needed. It was vertebrae because we're on a Crimson world. So I went ahead and made a mechanical worm and also eye. And then I remembered we got a free skull when we were farming King Slime. So that's awesome. I've got all 3 mech summons. So if it goes right, we're going to be looking pretty good in a good couple of minutes because I'm going to have a bunch of Hallowed and stuff like that. Now, I feel like I said rotten flesh because I've had it on the mind, because for the past 2 nights, I've been up pretty late playing a game called Graveyard Keeper. Now, I know probably all of you have heard about this game. It's like Stardew Valley with dead bodies, and there's quests, and there's people, and you've got to get friendship points, and oh my god, I'm really enjoying it. It's really good. I don't plan to make videos on it. This is probably like all I'll say about it, but oh, it's really, really good. So this is where I wanted to do the base of my operations for the mechanical worm. I just wanted to fly around this area here because this area is pretty flat, so we can like bring it down to the ground, and then we can circle back and go upwards like this because we have a rope over here. This was just my thinking. I don't know if this is going to work out very well. I also turned off the wildlife mod, so for a little while you'll probably see pink things until I go around and delete them. That's where like the bushes used to be, but no more. Okay, right. It's going to be a terrible night. Amazing. I still don't know what each of those mean. Don't worry, you don't have to tell me in a comment because I will read it. Like, that's the thing. I'm not not ignorant in that sense, but I'll never remember it because I never have done in my years of playing Terraria. It just doesn't stay in. Okay. So I'm going to do this fight. If I start getting distracted by talking too much, I will shut up for a little bit. So let's see. I thought I would use a bit of a mix. So I want to use one that causes exhaustion. I wanted to use a few that don't, basically. Oh, look at that. Look at how that smashes the probes. I love that. If you can destroy probes like that, like, you're going to be golden because you're going to be able to get yourself a bunch of hearts as you, like, go through the fight. So what I'll do is I'll keep getting exhausted, and then I'll swap it out. Let me swap it out. There we go. Let me get a little bit of this in. Okay. So I don't know how well these do against the the little things, but the good thing is these ricochet. So technically, I could be hitting one and then like bouncing off to another. I've got a shine potion, but I don't feel like I'm shining a lot. It isn't a lot. Okay, right. Let me go back to this. Start fist pumping some of these little probes. Oh, this is going really well. But I think I might be silent for a little bit. I do want to concentrate on this fight. I can turn off that mini-map thanks to boss indicator. But yeah, I want to make sure I do this right because it's not a fight I want to redo, if you know what I mean. Ooh, I wonder if there's going to be a hallowed weapon. There's got to be a hallowed weapon, right? There's got to be. I wonder what it'll be, though. Whether it'll be one that's, like, craftable the once or one that causes exhaustion. My money is on, it's like a craftable consumable. Like, maybe like a hallowed spear or something like that. That's my guess for now. Checking in. The fight is going wonderfully. Our damage output is... Oh, this is my second wyvern, but... Our damage output isn't amazing. It's totally doable, but it's not one of those setups where you're like, right, I'm going to do the twins tonight, and I'm also going to do the skull. No, it's like you do one a night, and you know, you just work from there. But like I say, 100% doable. That's good to see. You never know if you're going to do a class playthrough, and then you're going to run up against the wall and be like, well, I can't do this with the throwing class. Do you know what I mean? But it's been solid so far, and just solid here, which is good. All my buffs are about to run out, though. I have no more buffs, so we'll see if I change my tune in a few minutes. I'm like, nah, screw throw-ins, the worst. Okay, plot twist. This isn't good. I accidentally flew off the base. So now the destroyer is like, it's about to probably murder all my NPCs. Oh no! Nigel the Clothier. Like anybody cared about Nigel the Clothier. I haven't had a James the Clothier in so long. The only time I ever get to see it pop up is like an Easter egg in a Chaos video. Like the boss build he did the other day. Which was an amazing video. You have to check it out. If you haven't checked out Chaos's boss homes, you've got to go see them. They're so good. I'm sure lots of you have. It's doing very, very well. Okay, this fight is actually coming to a bit of a close, and I'm excited about that because it was a bit of a challenge once the buffs ran out, but, you know, I kept calm and collected, and I'm going to take all that loot. Alright, so I just got a shadow diamond, so quite clearly I have magic storage on. I keep activating mods. It's because I'm working on a different video I don't want to talk about right now, but I keep, like, activating them and not. Horned God Boots. So this is from Terraria. Pretty cool stuff. So there we go. That was that. Right, let me open this up. Bam. Okay. So let's see what's new. We got some strange plating, and we also got some life-powered energy cells. Without these, the grand mechanical creations are simply nuts and bolts. Amazing. Okay. Well, let's have a little look at the plating. I'm pretty sure this makes barred armor. Yeah, this is all barred armor. Is any of this for throwing? I don't know. Are you throwing? Okay, this one's throwing. Spark taser. So it's a combination of all of them. We don't get souls of fright though, do we? Don't we get souls of might? Yeah, so I'm thinking this one is it's Skeletron Prime, right? Throws a static arching slash of electricity. Over, I don't know why I said that. Let's take our hallowed bars over here to see if anything pops up. So we have a trigun, a Khan Winton. I don't know what that is. Okay, throws out 3 images of the legendary dagger. Okay, so it's an actual weapon. So we'll purchase one of those. And then, do we need to craft anything else? I don't feel like we do. I feel like that's all of it. What's this? This is biotech. Man, the healer class stuff looks so good. It looks really, really good. I tell you what, I've got to take this opportunity, though, to go and grab this. Thank you very much, Nigel. Your sacrifices have been noted. So let's see. Oh my. See, this would have been amazing for the destroyer. Could you imagine? That would have been so good. This reminds me of when we used the magic dagger in the overhaul series. It's exactly like that. What's the damage on it? 82. Oh my god. Considering that this is 73. Oh, that's massive. That's a really sick upgrade. The more exhaustion do we have? Does the damage go down? 82. Right, then let's wait until we have no exhaustion at all. Okay, he's all chilled out. 85. Alright, so it does. Okay, well, I think I'm going to round off today's episode there. So what we'll be doing in the next episode is we're going to take on the rest of the mechanical bosses. I feel like this is going to be a great weapon for Skeletron Prime because as the, like, arms are, like, flailing about beneath him like an octopus, we're going to be able to, like, throw the daggers. It's going to hit all of the different body parts. I think it might... Let me think about this. That distance might be good for the twins if I arc it like that. To be honest, I'm excited to record tomorrow's episode now because I want to use this, but I will round this off here. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Hope you all have a fantastic weekend too. You've all earned it. All right, I'll see you in the next one, guys. Peace.